former Giant, former 49er. They signed him to a 1-year deal, cheap deal. He's 26 years old, will be 27 towards the start of the season. He's more of that replacement for Jalen Jones. We lost him to the Arizona Cardinals, that really reliable backup corner that could fit in well with, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, those guys. They've been guys that could miss time. More specifically, Kyler Gordon. You needed insurance. McCloud is a depth corner. He could play everywhere in the secondary. Could play safety. Could play corner. Could play slot corner. Play outside corner. Fantastic special teams player. He's made a career for himself. He's been a very reliable player on special teams. And we've seen Hightower get a lot of guys. Travis Homer's back with the Bears. Great special teams player. Devin Duvernay, new return man. We've seen a lot of moves be made towards special teams. Maybe the Bears are trying to be fantastic and phenomenal on all facets of the game. All 3 levels they're trying to win. So I like that mindset. I like that Hightower's getting a lot of good, valuable players to, excel in, his special teams game plan. But besides special teams, McCloud has had some opportunity to get some starts, and he's played pretty well. In 2022, in 14 games, he had 7 pass deflections, 1.5 sacks, 39 tackles, 1 interception, and in 2023, he had 22 tackles, 2 pass deflections. He was very productive with the Giants, and, watching Harrison Graham's breakdown on him on Bears Chat Now Sports from his sources, he said, Giants players were sad when Nick McCloud was cut from the team. So that's a good indication that he's going to be a great locker room guy. That's a good indication that the type of player you're getting with him, there's more to it. He leaves an impact, and this is a guy that guys want to go to battle with. He's definitely going to be a guy that's going to make the roster. I like him behind Tyreek Stevenson and Terrell Smith, that guy that's going to add more depth and more value to the secondary. It's going to compete with those guys for opportunities. Al Harris has a great DB room to work with. I'm excited what he's going to do with those guys. I think he'll be that 4th or 5th corner for the Chicago Bears. So I'm excited to see what he is able to bring to the table for the Bears this season. Let me know your thoughts and your grade on this move. I think a big need for the Bears is still safety. You look at other areas on this team being addressed. Offensive line was fixed pretty much. Defensive line is gotten better, just needs some more depth. Maybe defensive end and defensive tackle are 2 areas you draft, but safety. This could be an area where the Bears address. They had a top 30 visit with the safety from Texas, really talented player. He could be somebody they take at 72, but I also think Xavier Watts at pick 39 or 41, the Notre Dame safety would be perfect. You look at Brisker, missed 12 games last season with concussion. He's somebody that's rookie contracts coming up. He could be somebody that maybe you move on from after this season if he can't stay healthy, if he's somebody that you can't trust. And Kevin Byard, he's going to be a free agent next season. So he's a veteran safety, really good player. I like what he's done with the Bears and the leadership and, the production, what he's been given the Bears. But he's 30 years old. He's more on the older side of things. You need to address this position in the draft at the very least. And I think Xavier Watts, the guy that could play multiple safety positions. In a best case scenario, you want Brisker to be your starting safety. You want Brisker to be that strong safety for you for years to come. You want that pick you want to see that pick all the way through and see the potential all-pro level safety if he can play 17 games. He's that talented. So Xavier Watts next to him at free safety would be exciting as hell. That's the best case scenario. But at worst case scenario, Brisker doesn't work out. You can't trust him to be healthy. Xavier Watts can fill in at the strong safety position too. He has flexibility. He can play both safety positions. In Notre Dame, he led college football in interceptions at the safety position. 13 interceptions the last 2 seasons. He can line up everywhere. He has a great feel for what the offense is going to do, great play recognition, can read the offense like a book, has great instincts, great in man coverage. He can create turnovers. He can impact the game, force fumbles, get interceptions. Like I said, led college football in interceptions. Excellent ball skills, excellent in coverage, tough and physical in the run game. Could come down and hit and smack shit. 5'11", 204 pounds. I really like the upside in this guy. I like the traits. I like the physicality. I like what he can do creating turnovers. I like the whole makeup of his game. There's some areas he could improve on. There's, concern about his, tackling. He has a high missed tackle great, but I think that's more on how they're coached at Notre Dame, taking angles and stuff. There's stuff that could be corrected with him, but I really like bringing this guy into the fold. This is a back-to-back first-team All-American. This guy could be really good and would be a great addition to our secondary. Him, Kyler Gordon, a fully healthy Brisker, Tyreek Stevenson, Jalen Johnson, all those guys under 26. This secondary could be Legion of Boom-like. You look at what Ryan Poles was able to do with the secondary. I mean, this was one of the worst secondaries in the NFL 2021. Our biggest issue, and then Brisker, Kyler Gordon. I think Kyler Gordon could be one of the best nickels in the NFL behind Cooper DeJean. I think Watts is going to be a fantastic safety in the NFL. Just comes down to, Brisker being healthy. But Jalen Johnson, we have a top corner in the NFL. So this secondary is going to be very much elite this year, especially with Al Harris, being the pass game coordinator and the cornerbacks coach. I'm really excited to see, the emphasis on turnovers, the peanut punch, getting interceptions, because what the track record he has, in the NFL, coaching corners, what he did in Dallas. Trevion Diggs led the NFL in interceptions. Deron Bland had a huge year with interceptions, working with Al Harris. So all that I think he's going to bring to Chicago. And with this young, talented group, adding a guy like Xavier Watts would take this secondary to the next level and be great insurance this season potentially, and the guy moving forward next season after we move on from Kevin Byard. So this would be a great pick for the Bears. This is what they need to do. Potentially at pick 39 or pick 41. But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years, because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.